Total War Warhammer 3 begins with a bear betrayed. The Kislev bear god Urson specifically. Shot with a cursed bullet by the prince originally intent on rescuing him, the furry deity is now trapped in the realm of chaos, prisoner of the powerful demon Be'lakor, the campaign's big bad. All of the factions in the campaign are essentially fighting over this bear-napped god, hoping to save him, steal some of his blood, or demand a boon. And into this race comes a new faction that Creative Assembly has been keeping under its hat, the Demons of Chaos.
Leave only God!
Battle is upon us. Study your options carefully. The enemy are close. Blood will be spilt.
In a series known for its experimental and asymmetric faction design, this demonic horde still stands out as distinctly weird and ambitious. The Demons of Chaos are led by Urson's shooter, now transformed into a Daemon Prince. His new form is all muscles and horns, but it's fleeting and can change over and over again as he earns glory for his evil benefactors. Ragnar, you can change his name, but I went with the default, is unique among Total War's leaders in that his appearance is not fixed. Dedicating his achievements to specific gods unlocks new, hideous body parts and weapons, giving him bonuses and potent abilities like summoning reinforcements via portals or poisoning enemies. There are billions of combinations according to Creative Assembly, letting you make all sorts of adjustments as you try to counter the strengths of your opponents. Just as you can customize your Daemon Prince with stuff inspired by the Chaos Gods, you can also field their units, as it's their rosters that the Daemon Prince gets to recruit from. Instead of having his own troops, he can command Nurgle's pestilent monsters, Khorne's berserkers, Slanesh's S&M friends, and Tzeentch's mystical bird lovers. If you want the most demons for your buck, this is your army. Earning demonic glory through sacrificing captives, building specific structures, and making choices through events unlocks new gear and units. Eventually you can pick a patron god, letting you access their top tier stuff, or you can stick to playing the field and trying to encapsulate the broadness of demonkind. This is what I opted for, though I find myself favouring Khorne and Nurgle the most. Blood and boils, it's the way forward. The Chaos Gods are an existential threat, so diplomacy isn't really their thing. Other followers of Chaos though, like the Norscan tribes, can be befriended, and Warhammer 3 introduces a new reward for making alliances: outposts. These upgradable structures let you recruit units from other factions, so even if you're not playing as the Demons of Chaos, you'll still get an opportunity to field some incredibly diverse armies. I confess I felt a bit guilty whenever a battle started, and I looked at my opponent's plain army and my horde of toxic toad monsters, chaos-infused motorbikes, dancing imps, leather-clad sadists, and whatever I borrowed from my mates. There are so many ways to construct an army with this faction, but I went with the rule of cool, filling my armies with all sorts of eye-catching nightmares. I was just getting ready to invade Kislev when Urson roared from his prison, fracturing reality and creating rifts that allowed entry into the realm of chaos. Each of the 4 chaos regions has a distinct map that's cut off from the rest of the world. Instead of capturing settlements and expanding, it's a perilous journey where you need to survive for long enough to get to the climactic survival battle. Unlike regular battles, you have to deal with waves of enemies while holding capture points, constructing defences, and summoning more troops. If you win, you get the essence of a powerful Daemon Prince, putting you one step closer to your ultimate goal. I quickly forgot all about Kislev and jumped into Nurgle's domain. It's all tentacles and tongues and pus, and looks nothing like anything else Creative Assembly's designed before. These maps are all full of defending armies, and you'll likely encounter other factions racing towards the critical battle, but even the environment is against you. In Nurgle's domain, that means your army will have to deal with toxic fumes, while in Slanesh's stomping grounds you'll be bribed to leave with gifts like bonuses to your economy or growth. As this is a race, you'll want an army working through the realm of chaos at all times, which means dividing your forces for most of the campaign, and you're probably going to want to pick your best army. This is naturally going to have a big impact on your economy and make it harder to defend your territory in the physical realm. It's a setup that's a lot more complicated than your average Total War campaign. It's the most fun I've had with Total War's early game. Hell, it's the most fun I've had looking at Total War's menus. I spent a significant amount of time pondering what tails to stick on Frankenstein's demon. Right out the gate, you're confronted with all sorts of unusual systems and spectacles, building your very own monster and, if you're playing as Grand Cathay, watching armies getting crushed by a lightning-spewing dragon. And just when you're getting a handle on things, boom, time for a trip into the realm of chaos. Appropriately for Warhammer, a series obsessed with large numbers and large fights, it starts big and then it keeps escalating.